So before we get into helping them with their game plan, I want to run one more thing by you. We've been talking about this all season. The Niners have two good tight ends. They just don't play together for some strange reason. One plays when the other's hurt. When the other's healthy, the other one doesn't play. So I finally asked about it. I asked Clay Kubiak, who's a really nice guy. He was a high school English teacher in Houston. Very interesting guy. Gary's youngest son. So I asked him, Tonges has really produced when George Kittle's been out. And a lot of fans have been wondering, like, boy, just wait until these guys play together. But it really hasn't happened. Is there a schematic reason why these two guys hardly play together? 7 snaps all season together. And he says, we're just not really much of a 12 personnel team. We're more of a 21 personnel team. So when we do 12 personnel, which is rare, it's usually on first and second downs in running situations. If we were to put Jake and George on the field together, it'd be more of like a passing advantage. He's like, of course it's something we want to do and we talk about it. It's just we're never, ever going to do it, essentially is what he said. What do you think of his answer?
I don't buy that because we had two guys named Raymond Chester and Dave Casper who both made All-Pro as tight ends the very same season. We played with this one guy named wide receiver named Cliff Branch, and then you had Casper and Chester. Okay, all three of them were All-Pro. Mm-hmm. There's 1,000 things you can do. I could paper your walls. If I had a pen up there and just draw up plays that you can use with two tight ends. You don't have to have a 12 personnel balance. I could have a tight end and a wing together side by side. We used to do it.
Isn't that essentially what Juszczyk is? Isn't that essentially what Juszczyk is?
He's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Thomas is a better receiver than Juszczyk is. So what can Juszczyk do that Tonges can't do? And there is a lot that Tonges can do that Juszczyk can't do. So
is Juszczyk that much better of a blocker than Tonges?
Yeah.
At his age? I don't know.
You can find a way to get 7 or 8 plays a game into your scheme. It's not that difficult. Really, it's not. I'm sorry.
It seems like you're doing the opponent a favor not putting those two on the field together. I mean, I wouldn't want to see those two on the field together. That's a problem. You're not prepared for it.
Well, the thing about it is, for years, we would never sub in on third down because our 11 players on offense were better than the third wide receiver or the fourth wide receiver. So why are we going to sub out? Am I going to take Todd Christensen off the field? Or I got Marcus and Bo out there. I'm going to take them and put them on the sideline just to put in a third or fourth wideout to have 11 personnel. No, we would play with 21 personnel on third down because our 21 was better than our 11. And we didn't substitute just the substitute. And see, that is the biggest problem with today's NFL game.
Every
play is like a BART station turnstile. Guys are coming and going. Why are you subbing? Why are you taking out your best players to go to your third or fourth wide receiver when your 21 personnel or your 12 personnel is better than your 11 or your 10 personnel or your 20 personnel? See, it's ridiculous to sub just to sub and to take your best players off the field. You can't do that.
Kev TF says Kubiak or Flores better as next Raiders head coach. Man, if they could get either one of those guys, that would be great. Are you kidding?
Neither.
I mean, they're the worst job available.
It is. I'm sorry, it is the worst job available. The Jets still have Aaron Glenn as their head coach. I think that's who's the head coach now?
Aaron Glenn.
Yeah. So the Jet job is not open. So the Raiders, of all the 8 jobs available now, that's number 8.
Lyle Bolliard says, let's face it, Kyle struggles badly against top-tier defenses. Period. Game plan was horrible. Well, he can prove us wrong this week.